Hello YouTube friends, welcome to the Red Parrot channel. I'm your host, Mary Ellen. This episode is Thrifty Canucks Thrifty Thursday. Thrifty Canucks is hosted by Kim at Images by Kim here on YouTube. And Thrifty Thursday is hosted by Sherry at Turquoise Dreaming here on YouTube. For anybody who is new, very warm welcome to you. A little bit of a catch up. January, I started the year wanting to do a low cost thrifting, i.e. I wanted to reduce the amount of money that I was spending on thrifting, thrift less. So a no thrift, low thrift year. And with sort of mixed success. I have certainly spent a whole lot less so far this year. However, we've finished a quarter, so a quarter of the year is gone. Pardon me. I have also got a new printer that was sort of an Easter gift. And so the car happened to be out, the driver happened to be amenable, it happened to float its way to a thrift store or two, and I did really well in terms of put everything I wanted in the cart. And then what I do before I check out is go to sort of a quiet spot and then review everything that is in my cart to say, okay, is this really something that I can use, that I need, that is relevant to the way I make things, all that kind of stuff. And I usually put back about 2/3 of what is my cart. One of the things that I put in my cart is everything that I've seen everybody else get that is a joy to them, but doesn't give me any joy because it's not my style, not my interest. So we're working on it. I am happy to say, however, that I have done myself happy. That's what I'm going to say. And so let us get after it. So this is a set that came together. Careful that I don't snap myself. So this is two sort of alphabets. And what I'll do is I will use this paper as backing paper, kind of like what you would use a file folder for. So that's pretty great. This all came in a package, and this is a whole full white sheet label package, and it is I think it is unopened, or they took out one sheet. So that was pretty honkin' terrific. And now that I have a new printer, this new printer should hopefully be able to help me do this more efficiently and with better visual quality. So super excited about that. Really sort of lost my tiny Cricut mind with the full Avery sheet. So I thought that was pretty great. Sorry about the bump. Next thing under the category of paper is an entire unopened sheet of IKEA Mala paper. And this is 30 meters or 98 feet by, this is probably going to be 16, 17, maybe 18, because I've probably got it on the side. This goes with I think an easel that they also sell, but I just want it for the, the pure volume of lovely paper. So very happy to have that thrifted. Also under the category of pure paper, and this came as a set of two. I have since lost the elastic band somewhere. So this is wrapping paper. It's called Classic Gift Wrap. And this is from the Paisley Museum, Scotland. And these are all of the, I don't know if you can see, let me stand up so I can see what you can see. Oh yeah, you can, yeah, pretty good. So you can sort of see the various patterns that are available in this package. And I am very happy to have that. I used a sheet of, I have a similar package, different design, and I used it in I think the Apple Journal maybe? And works really well. Good quality paper, lovely design. And then the second one is Art Deco Designs. And the Art Deco designs are these. Which are also kind of great. They also have very specific colorways in them, or color mixes, which I really appreciate. So happy with those. No books, and I did get 2 magazines, both the same, not issue, but the same title, so Willow and Sage. These they retail for ridiculous, $17 Canadian, and I got them for like, this is $1 and the other one was $1. And they are just some really beautiful, well, once we get past the ads, there we are, some really beautiful images. A lot of it it's Willow and Sage is about homemade organic products like soaps and perfumes and, you know, decorating with flowers and all that kind of stuff. And so there's a lot of beautiful natural templates and, you know, just images in them. So very happy to have this issue. It looks like it is quite full, and there's been nobody's done any harvesting beforehand. So that's pretty great. I also am interested in some of the recipes, so I'll probably read it beforehand and then pull out anything that I find of particular interest to me anyways. There might be something fun that we can either dry or dye or faff around with in the kitchen lab. So that's that one. So this is, I think this is fall. It must be fall because it says pumpkin spice. August, September, October. And then a second one. Second verse, same as the first. This is May, June, July. And this is 2019 and this is 2021. And I think I remember seeing this actually in the shelves. And this is just another, I'll give you another sort of quick flip through of the magazine. It's just really pretty. Oh, look at that, dandelions. Dandelions are a great material to use for eco dyeing, and we're getting close to dandelion season here. Oh, it's chamomile. That's another flower that you can plant and grows fairly robustly in the garden. This must be honey. So just some really lovely images. That's I was going to say it's lavender, maybe, I don't know. In any event, just a lovely magazine with rich colors. Ooh, look at that, more honey. So there we are. So happy to have those. These are all free to me. Anybody living in Ontario, this is the current spring 2023 food and drink. Don't know if I've showed this yet, but this is the LCBO, is the Liquor Control Board. All of our spirits are sold through these branches, and the LCBO puts out 8 issues of food and drink a year, and obviously it is done to sell spirits, but what goes very well with spirits is food, and there are a lot of really great recipes that they put together that then can be paired with their spirits. So I mean, and it's shishi food. It's like chef food that looks just really gorgeous. But like this kind of stuff is like, who'd be without it? Just some really beautiful, vibrant colors, food, and then also recipes. They have a recipe details in the back, so all the recipes are available that you want to make. And this cover I regularly use as I make a travel journal grid booklet out of it. So I use the front of this, I use a page of blank recipes, and then I make a travel journal, and that's what I use to do my daily tasks on. So I do use that. And then for everything else that I don't use, I use them as glue pages. The Longo's Experience is always tucked in, so we always get one of these as well. And Longo's is a grocery chain here, and they do sort of the same kind of deal, except they are selling food, but they have, you know, beautiful images. They may have, you know, a couple of recipes or whatever. And recipes, I find, are a versatile insert into a lot of journals. They cover a lot of territory. Ooh, look at that lemon. Can you imagine having a lemon journal and then having that either as a page or as an insert? So that's pretty great. And then I have, so Vessie's is a company that sells bulbs and seeds, and I periodically will get stuff for them. So I'm on their mailing list, and you get these sort of regularly. This is a fairly high quality front and back cover. You can cut that out, and you have a lot of non-text real estate that is plant related. And then if I can flip one open, you've got lots of smaller sort of journal card size flowers, some larger ones, and then just a whole variety of colors and whatnot. There was one of these pages I ripped out for the Apple journal and used it, backed it, and then used that as a large journaling card. And they regularly have these as recommended how you would arrange the various things in a garden. And these are also, you know, quite nice to be able to cut out and have some illustrations of. So that also, well, it's free to me because I have spent money with them. So it's maybe not free, partially free. Oh, inside cover is pretty great too. Look at that. What's in this one? Oh, it's the same one. Very great. Anyway, so lots of options there. Let us move on then to beads. So I have been quite successful in the jewelry section, and I am looking very specifically for necklaces or necklaces or complex bracelets that have seed beads in them, because seed beads, I think, need to be my shaker card shake material of choice, if you can follow all of that. So this has 4 gorgeous colors in it: a green, a brown, sort of a burnt orange, and a purple. Look at that one. I've put this in a bag already just to have, so it's got a home. This is a lot of purple and this sort of like dark sort of oil stain, and then like little white pearls. And then this is a very funky accent piece. Got these green ones, and I've already taken it apart because I clearly wanted to do something with it, and I probably have used some of it for something, though don't ask me what, because I can't remember, which is often the way with me. So we've got green, purple. Okay, let's do this one. So somebody is getting rid of all of their beautiful beaded jewelry. This looks almost identical to that one in terms of design, but it is different in terms of the various beads. So this is just a soft white. This is sort of an orange coral, got some dark gold, some bright gold, some, there's a certain word for rocaille beads that are long, and then it just sort of carries on. So this is sort of, this connection looks very similar to that one. So I've got that. And then the last one, last but not least, or one. I don't know, let me see. No, it's one. It's just long. So this is the last one, and this is blues and greens, turquoise, and gold. And I felt that I needed to have some blues to round out sort of the color palette. And this chain here is also going to be nice to be able to take apart and use in journal jewelry. And more rocailles here. This one matches very closely to that one. So that's my jewelry. And that will be cut up and then used, well, as shaker card shake material, as well as any slow stitching embellishment. I quite often like using beads as part of the embellishment. And I'll need to get a new home for this. And so that is the beads. And then we are getting towards the end. Oh, no, one more. One more set of beads. This is from one of the issues that was available at the dollar store a while ago. I haven't seen them in a long while, but when they were in the dollar store, I bought a bunch of them because these are really lovely, large, like e-beads, and then these are nice rocailles as well, and then some nice gold beading as well. And just happened to see one and just reflex and picked it up because as you use them, you get low in the quantities that you have, and so you need to replenish. Now we are winding down and we have 3 more things. So we are now into the textile version. This is a table runner or a, not table runner, bureau cover, bureau runner. Goes on for a while. Handmade. It is made of cotton, and I got it as much to be able to dye it or dye parts of it. This is it's a nice color, very nice soft feel to it, but I want to see if I can't use some natural dyes to change the color of it. Because I have enjoyed immensely using the fabrics that I have been using that are stuff that I have dyed. And so once the season comes towards it, I'll show everybody how I do my simple dyeing. It is not complicated. It is not necessary an art of precision, and Lord knows I am no dyer. All I want to be able to do is transfer color from organic components into things like cotton, linen, and wool. Those are really the 3 fibers that I am going to be dyeing to. Things like polyesters and rayons and so forth, you require a lot more sophisticated dye methods to get the color to stick to a plastic. But organic material is much more receptive to having natural dyes. And based on that, this is a large linen shirt. And you can see I took the darts out of the back, but this is just a beautiful color of linen. And so this would have been the linen that I dyed, and this is the linen of the shirt. And they're roughly the same color, and I just wanted to have a collection of linen. And so there's green, and then this is that was a women's, and then this is a men's linen, and this is a large. And you can get a tremendous amount of material from a men's shirt. So this one sleeve is about a fat quarter, and then you think about this front and how much fabric there is there, and then the back as well. And we don't necessarily use fabric for like large pieces. We're going to be using them in sort of squares of, say, 9 by 12 or 9 by 13 or maybe 10 by 16. And all of the bits and pieces we are going to be using as fragments and shreds anyway. So there we are. So that is, oh no, one more thing. So This isn't necessarily thrifted, but it's something that I do, and this comes from my old running days where I used to do a lot of, obviously, road training. You don't just sort of start a race and not have any training. So I would do a lot of training out in the community. And if you run along certain routes, there are places where people have their hands in pockets and they are pulling them out of pockets, and quite often they are dropping change. And so change that is dropped, I call road change. And this week I found a quarter. I have also, since I started doing the budgets for the random number generated journals, so that's the Apple journal and now the coffee journal, I have found this as road change. So that's 50, 60, 70, 75, 80. I have almost $1. So I am putting this money, it's my little savings, in my paperclip bin, and I am going to keep that as part of the funds. It is a very, very inefficient way of getting money, let me tell you, but it is fun, and it always gives me joy when I find a little bit of road change, because it's kind of like somebody somewhere was thinking of me and just decided to throw me a quarter, which is always quite fun. Anyways, that's all for now. I've got to, I think, do some catch up on the coffee journal, and I also have a fun little Friday flip through, which I have to film probably tomorrow on Friday. So that's it for now. Thank you as always for watching. Always appreciate your company. Please like, subscribe, and if you're interested, drop a comment below and tell me, do you ever find road change? Thanks so much. Talk to you soon. Bye now.